Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a beautiful 16-mile sports complex here in Oakville. My name is Derek Wills. I'm the Senior Director of Broadcasting, Communications, and Team Services and play-by-play announcer for the Hamilton Bulldogs, and it's been an exciting off-season for us. We're still getting calls, people looking for tickets for our preseason games, and maybe that's because we had some really important additions to our hockey club during the season and during the off-season, bringing in a guy like Martin St. Pierre, a 5-time American Hockey League All-Star, 500-plus points in the AHL, probably the biggest free agent signing in the 18-year history of our franchise. Nick Tarnasky, who the fans in Hamilton will love because he scored 16 goals and got in 17 fights last season with the Rochester Americans, many against us, both goals and fights. We've got probably the top goaltending tandem in the American Hockey League with Dustin Tokarski and Robert Meyer, both being re-signed by the Montreal Canadiens. So we're really excited about our hockey team and our chances to get back to the Calder Cup playoffs. And for us, it begins with training camp and the preseason. And even though it's a beautiful early fall, late summer day out there today, it's getting close to hockey season. As a matter of fact, 37 more days until the Hamilton Bulldogs open their 18th AHL season. Our home opener versus the St. John's Ice Caps, Friday, October 11th, and 23 days until another important game the Hamilton Bulldogs will play in preparation for the 2013-2014 season. And joining us with more information on that, please welcome our president, Stephen Ostasevich.
Thanks, Derek. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. As Derek said, it's a nice fall-like day with the summer sun still shining for us. At this time, the Hamilton Bulldogs Hockey Club is pleased to announce that we've partnered with the Oakville Blades to bring an AHL exhibition game to the 16 Mile Creek Arena here on Friday, September 27th. Face-off will be at 7:30 p.m. We'll be facing the Toronto Marlies, the American Hockey League affiliate of the Toronto Maple Leafs. We recognize that there may be more Marlies fans in attendance here given the nature of the proximity to Toronto, but we're quite sure that we'll paint the town red, white, and blue as opposed to blue and white by the time that we're done. This game is also the kickoff event for the Ontario Provincial Junior Hockey League College Hockey Showcase Weekend, which will take place on Saturday and Sunday. By bringing this game to the local community rink, it allows us to extend our grassroots marketing efforts into the community, and it provides an opportunity for our fans to connect with our players and coaches on a much more intimate level. This program is an extension of our community skate and community practice program. We run 6 community skates and practices at area rinks throughout the greater Hamilton area during the course of the season. Additionally, this outreach program is designed as a fundraiser to benefit the Oakville Blades and the other hockey associations that we work with. Everyone who purchases a ticket for the game will also receive a 2-for-1 ticket voucher for a future Bulldogs game to be used during the 2013-2014 season. Tickets for the great event here against the Marlies are $20 plus HST. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Driving into Oakville today, I noticed that it said Town of Oakville. I thought, with the growth this city has experienced, shouldn't it be a city? And they said, nope, it's a town, something we're very proud of. And we're certainly be proud to be playing out of this wonderful facility here in Oakville as well. And on that note, I'd now like to welcome the Honorable Mayor of the Town of Oakville, Rob Burton.
I want to thank you for getting that right. But we always go gentle with people who call us a city, and here's why. Mayor Harry Barrett, in the 70s, when our population was in the 70s, taught everybody to say, and I try to keep it going, that Oakville is a city that calls itself a town and feels like a village. And you can see that here in this hockey facility, because what's happening with hockey in Oakville is Oakville hockey keeps getting better. And it all started with a bunch of hockey dads sitting around, gosh, almost 20 years ago, eh, Rob? And we would go out of town and we would come back and we would say, why don't we have that? Why don't we have that? Everybody had better stuff. Well, now we have the best stuff, eh? And Who knew that back when we were plotting to build more ice, that we would get the blades up here, and then my buddy Rob, my fellow hockey dad, would run the blades, own the blades, and take us to the new level. You know, when I founded YTV, we had a motto that is what we used to get us through the day-to-day. You can't always look up what you're supposed to do in the business plan. You got to have a motto that tells you the right thing to guess. And our motto was really easy to remember. It was promote, promote, promote. And I've accused Rob Campbell of stealing that, and you're welcome to it. I think it's a good policy. But he's really done a terrific job of, since he came on with the blades, of making it a much even bigger thing in Oakville. I'm really looking forward to the new season, the new Rob Campbell era, and I'm so glad that the Bulldogs are here. I don't think you should assume that Oakville will root for Mississauga. That's probably as much as I safely say in front of the media. So, thanks very much for coming. I hope you have a great time. Rob, I just can't say enough about how happy I am to see you do what you've done, and how great my expectations are. So, onward and upward.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I must agree with Mayor Burton. I'm not so sure there are going to be more people wearing blue and white than bleu, blanc, et rouge here for our preseason game against the Toronto Marlies, of course, the American Hockey League affiliate of the Toronto Maple Leafs. And everybody knows about the great rivalry, the historic rivalry between the Habs and the Leafs. And we feel that we've got a building rivalry going with the Toronto Marlies. We call it the AHL's Battle of Ontario. And what a great way to kick off our three-game preseason schedule than with a battle between the baby Habs and the baby Leafs right here in Oakville on September 27th. And will be our first of three preseason games, so it's an exciting night for us. It's the first opportunity we're going to have to see the 18th edition of the Hamilton Bulldogs. I mentioned some of the postseason and in-season and off-season signings. There have been a lot of great additions to the franchise over the past 12 months, and we can't wait to see those guys once they're sent down from the Montreal Canadiens right here in Oakville, taking on the Toronto Marlies as the Hamilton Bulldogs open their 18th preseason. Now, as mentioned, the game will be right here at the 16 Mile Sports Complex. Capacity is a little over 2,000, I'm told, correct? We plan to sell this place out in no time. So if you want tickets to the game, you'd better get them early. This is the Bulldogs versus Marlies, the baby Habs versus the baby Leafs. It really is one of the best rivalries in all the American Hockey League. We're their biggest draw. They're our biggest draw, so we're expecting a huge crowd for the game. And you can get your tickets, only $20 plus HST. And you can get them for the first time Friday, September 6th during the Oakville Blades versus Milton Ice Hawks game right here in this beautiful building. Tickets also available after September 6th at all Oakville Blades home games online at www.oakvilleblades.com at Puck's Pub. We look forward to partnering with them to get some great food and some coffee as well. And also, that is located right inside of 16 Mile Sports Complex. So we encourage everybody to grab some great seats for what should be a great game, and I look forward to being back at Oakville to open up our preseason on the 27th of September. We have some food and refreshments at the back of the room. If anybody needs some one-on-one interview time with either Mayor Burton or our president, Stephen Ostasevich, feel free to see Justin Dickey, our communications coordinator. He'll set it up for you. And I want to thank everybody for coming this afternoon. And again, look forward to seeing you for our preseason game. Bulldogs, Marlies, September 27th. Thank you.